Fatality! Fatality!
That ability is not ready yet.
Hello everyone, this is HBSKS here, back with some more StarCraft 2 action, and once again, go grab some popcorn, go grab some drinks, because it is going to be a Heart of the Swarm Team Complexity FFA, and the last one took about an hour and a half, so let's see what we got planned here for game number 1 today. Probably the only FFA for today. Actually, I know for a fact it is. But either way, up at the top center, it is going to be Sasquatch, who's actually blessed with a very, very nice spawn location. And swinging on around, it's going to be good old Fuzzy. It's going to be good old Complexity Gosu user. Good old Vipro. Yes, it's all good olds around here. Complexity Rise. And the reigning champion, Complexity QXC. Now, QXC is someone who takes these games very serious. He hasn't told me that, but judging by how hard he tries to win these, I'm just going to go ahead and label him as the designated tryhard. Now, I do want to say that QXC has the second best spawn location. I feel like Sasquatch has the best spawn location, and maybe down here Fuzzy has the third best spawn location. It sucks right now to be Vipro, because no matter where you go, you are surrounded by lots of Zerg who want to kill you. So we are going to be having 4 Zerg, 1 Protoss, and 1 Terran. So a very high chance of a Zerg player going to be winning here today. Although Protoss in the late game tend to be very good in these team games. But can he get up enough bases? Because the main problem is that, yeah, you get your 1 expansion down here. That's kind of easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part number 3 of Fun Day Monday, Day 9 Daily number 503, where we do something along the lines of being a better gamer generally for the most part, by and large. It's time for the final game of today. I'm going to scratch a little bit, but that's only because there's an itch. It's not because I'm trying to buy time. I want nothing more than to hop directly into this game now. It's going to be an epic game of unreasonable proportions and disproportionately large magnitudes. Oh, it's daily 504. Where we learn to be a better gamer We learn that here. We learn about it. And in today's really, really, really cool game, we're going to look at two really, really neat players who very niftily are going to play against one another in a game of StarCraft 2. But what's very exciting to me is that these are not Grandmasters, or even Masters, or even Diamonds, or Platinum, or Gold. They're somewhere in the Bronze to Silver range. Let's talk about some decision making. Starting things off right away, in the top right corner we have our hero of the day. His name is JP. And it's not as in someone who is urinating, no. It is indeed somebody who's just phonetically spelling JP McDaniel's first name. And in the top left, we have Pyro, who is, I hate, because I generally play as a scout. JP electing not yet to scout with his Overlord. Gonna go ahead and keep that one at home for now. JP gives a hearty U2 and then sends his Overlord on its way. Wants to wait till that 9 drone count before sending it straight to the middle of the map, whereby he can spot all the incoming leads. Pyro goes ahead and gets his Overlord out. Gonna go ahead and take the gas. We see an extractor trick over. Ooh, the double extractor trick from JP. How top 8. How top 8 of him. Excellent. Now, JP is the one who's going to be having to do the quadruple expand. I would expect one to be here, and ordinarily I would expect another one to be here. And that's going to turn out to be true. God, I'm the man. Pyro begins by planting down a spawning pool. 2 in gas. Might seem wrong, very common though. It's a good way to have just the right amount of gas, but also a good chunk of minerals to be able to get them lings and them queens out. JP's going to go ahead and bank up around 700 before starting his spawning pool because reasons. Now we are going to see JP move down and eventually take his expansion. Something that does indeed happen. JP going to go ahead and move up here to the top side, where he takes himself yet another hatchery. It's the pool hatch all at the same time build. And he even has enough money for another hatch. Excelente. Gets it done. We see over in Camp Pyro, he is indeed getting the evolution chamber and the second hatch before the first queen. He just wants to make sure he has as good a production as possible. He gets the layer up so that way he can upgrade melee weapons level 2. We also have a Spore Crawler to come out to protect against, for one, this Overlord, but also any 5-minute and 30-second Mutalisks that arrive. Someone who got their layer started at 30 seconds, finished the layer at 2 minutes, began the Spire, which then finished at 3 minutes and 40 seconds, getting Mutalisks out a little after 4, and then getting 12. There's an unusual thing that just happened here. I don't know if you saw it. But I love this. Here it comes. I want you to know I'm backing up. It's finished. Now, if you ever see a little blue ring, it means that's what's selected. Like right now. This is selected. And now it's not selected. Quick Draw McGraw, the Spore Crawler, was not going to give up his entrenched position yet. He was going to make sure this Overlord knew who his boss was. Here it comes. Pyro, getting ready. Get him, Pyro. Oh, Quick Draw McGraw, McSpore Crawler. Oh, waited till he was at the point. Track him down. Kill him. Take him out. Burrow, quickly. Get him in time.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Son of a We didn't get him this time. Damn it. But we missed a whole bunch of exciting action that happened, so we're going to go ahead and double check that out. Alright, Pyro starts the game off. There's the Spore Crawler. This is the drama that we last left behind. In the meantime, we see JP getting his Roach Warren up, having yet no extractors at this point in time. And this is where I want to pause. What makes this so incredibly fun for me is that nowadays, you know, I'm thinking all about things like, oh, what are the timings of this and that? What are the possibilities? What he could be doing? How can I scout? Am I watching the expansions? Am I watching my mini-map? Am I keeping up on my drone production? Am I making sure I don't forget Overlord? That's all this crap, right, that you need if you want to be succeeding at like the higher levels, but I miss just buying a game and thinking things like, oh, dude, tanks are sweet. I'm gonna build some tanks, right? Like the fact that you can ungrow and move a Spore Crawler, seeing that Overlord and being like, oh, he doesn't know, does he? He doesn't know I can track him down. He's at the point. I'm gonna take him down. I see two people right now engaged in an actual fun match where the only thing that matters is the fun of it. The only thing that's really going through your head is whatever that went through your head at that moment. There wasn't like a plan. You didn't sit down and watch a replay and analyze and go, what are the builds? You probably just logged on and were like, alright, I'm going to play a game. I guess I'm in a game now. What am I going to do? And JP probably did something similarly. Just went ahead and went, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that 4 expand. I'm going to do the Expando El Cuatro. And of course, with 8 lings, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, first time you were playing, as this is getting low, you're just looking right here and nowhere else, and when it dies, the flood of adrenaline as you realize you killed something off. Oh my god. Quickly, attack the larvae. Attack the larvae. Pyro, go ahead and get his queens now. More lings from Pyro. Continue to assault the larva. Now JP has built up quite a lot of money. He wants to take the gas geysers, but he can't. He's not allowed to take the gas geysers. He has to expand twice first. Excuse me, 4 times total. He has to have 4 total expansions before he takes his gas. It was 3 for Terran and Protoss, but he has to take 4 as Zerg, because most Zerg builds actually have you taking those extra expansions. So JP begins trying to build some spine crawlers that defend the full range of his base. He now can defend if there's any Reapers that have really strong jetpacks and can get from all the way down there to up there. The spine crawler counts for that. Another spine going up. JP getting his defense up. And meanwhile, in base Pyro, we got Ventral Sacs. We got that Spore Crawler that doesn't quite have that kill yet. This Overlord's actually healing himself back up. And soon enough, we see Bing the Mist go down. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. JP taking the 2 expansions closest to his opponent, and now he is going to be allowed to build those Vespene gas geysers. Getting his queens in position. Lifting their skirts. Dropping tumors underneath, as is common in the StarCraft lore. And there Pyro getting up a spire where JP right now is considering taking geysers. Some people misunderstood the prompt. I may have been unclear. The goal was you must be starting 4 total bases before you start these geysers. A lot of people waited for them to finish all the way before going, oh, thank God, I hate day 9. God, 1 gas, 2 gas, 3 gas, 4 gas. 5 gas, 6 gas, maybe. Well, Pyro brought a queen. Pyro has brought a queen. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This is like in those posh neighborhoods where it's like, when you walk your clean, would you clean up the tumors that it left in my yard? That is disgusting. Get a tumor scooper. The Queen Tumor Drop continues to be a potent assault on the very fabric of JP's red zone base. But there's a contingency crawler. Here, ready to deflect any aggressive queen pressuring. 3 mutalisks are being made right now. Walk your queen on my yard. A casualty of war. JP says, now that's how you kill an overlord. And Pyro said I wasn't paying attention, and JP's like, alright, a second example. And then it happened. Now, in this circumstance, we see the mutalisks come in, and uh-oh. Now, ordinarily, what perhaps someone in Stefano's shoes would be thinking is, alright, well, I'm going to begin queen production while getting my roach and roach upgrades started. Or my roach speed upgrade and my roach regular upgrade started. And I'll build 2 spores at each location. Thereby being able to deal with the threat and still building up the appropriate amount of units for an attack. However, when you're in a little bit of a bind, nothing says defense like frickin' 30 spore crawlers. Come on, let's build them. Yes. Where are all 8 spore crawlers? There's 8 in production, and 100% of them are here. 100%. Well, the mutalisks are there. They're not going to swing around here. They're not going to go up there. And hell, I'm getting mutalisks. I'm the Batman. Ling Roach moves down to the bottom side. The top side completely and totally protected by air. And, of course, a common technique. Man, my money's high. Let me just expand until my money looks reasonable. Not till my money hits 0. Just till when my money looks kind of fine. When it looks alright. When it's kind of even. Double Nidus Network. Oh my god. What a naughty little Zerg. Going for the double Nidus Network in the back. Extra hatchery going down. The drone count is 39 and 43. JP trying to take down those rocks to get himself up another expansion, and it's Muta versus Muta. Versus more Mutas. And it looks like, oh, the Mutalisks won. God, that was like an interesting Zerg vs. Zerg and Brood War. JP has the mini-map totally in lockdown. And now the question is Pyro well prepared enough? Right now, the offensive creep tumoring of Pyro has created a ring of vision at the front. However, any number of mutalisks were not expected. Banelings colliding with anything. The mutalisks begin target firing the extractor. The broodlings, the Nidus Network. Whatever they can find, the terror is unprejudiced. All suffer the wrath of this pack of mutalisks. Looks like 11 of them going. And in the meantime, oh, spore crawlers can't shoot down. Oh no, Pyro does his best to try to clean up and quite honestly succeeds very well. You see a Nidus Network going up somewhere. There it is. So we can transfer any drones that are nearby this heavily duressed area. Looks like Pyro's killing this expansion off, but JP has an answer. He cleans everything up without an issue. The spore crawlers try to do their best, but it's not enough. The spore's ringing the back. JP pulls back. JP trying to micro-shooting anything he can. And right now it's a tense battle. Pyro at 51, JP at 91, with nearly 6,000 total resources. Pyro, a mere 400. And he's been scouted. All the bases have been scouted now. More mutalisks incoming. What will Pyro do? He builds Lings, the only thing he can build. And it looks like Spore Muta versus Muta is heavily in favor of the side that has way more spores than seem reasonable. And also at the same time, it looks like JP was not anticipating another counterattack. This is where a game that really shouldn't seem very close becomes that way. Streaming in, taking everything out. The mutalisks try to go to the back to pick off the spore crawlers, but Pyro has quick draw and explore crawl. easily defending back at home. JP! Oh no, there's even a corruptor! JP! Oh, JP. Oh, JP. Looks like Pyro. Oh my god. In the income tab. My god. This isn't an income, this is an allowance. This is... Oh my god. JP pays almost as much taxes on that mineral pack as Mitt Romney. Pow. Deflam. JP does not have an income. But JP continues to press forward. Continues to unleash a flurry of glade worms on all of these buildings. Oh, I feel good. Pyro tries to transfer. He's actually trying to run to the Nidus network. Oh, this is just a worm with no network to attach to. Pyro starting to do some damage. Pyro has amazingly even scores up. Here's a spawning pool going down to help reinforce this spawning pool. And while all that's going down, the expansion is now truly dead. Pyro knows that his only way to counter Mutalisks is more Zerglings. He will thusly do so. Pyro still has an income. Not a reasonable one. Alright, we have two pools. Now, researching adrenal glands is a little bit different than other upgrades in the game. In the old Warcraft games, if you built 3 barracks, you would build 3 grunts at the same time. But if you have 3 barracks in Command and Conquer, you build 1 unit 3 times as fast. Same thing with the adrenal gland. Pyro wanted to triple the rate at which he could research adrenal glands. Perfect. So now he's going to have to resort back to double. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is an intense moment in the lives of both these players. Pyro's trying to get more hatches out because he can. Pyro's trying to also rebuild that income, but JP, having that anxiety attack, man, he's trying to build more Mutalisks. He's been winning with Mutalisks. JP just says, well, the game ain't done yet, JP. The game ain't done yet. More expands. A Baneling. I was watching a television show where a young girl built a device based on equations she calculated herself that could track the biosignature of any human being in the United States using a satellite. And the idea is that she was drawing with crayons, but she had super abilities that you didn't know about. Now, when I see this, and I see this, I see crayons. However, just 10 seconds ago, we saw Pyro use a sophisticated technique whereby you construct a hatchery, cancel it, and then quickly rebuild a baneling nest upon the creep generated by that canceled building. He's an alpha. I can't believe it. He's a 2nd generation alpha right here. JP goes back to mining gas because God knows he doesn't need the minerals. However, he may very well be up against Pyro's banelings. An alpha! Oh my God, call Dr. Rosen. Please, let me do my work. No, I can get my own sandwich, thank you very much. Dr. Rosen, your spine continues to impress me, even into episode 6. JP is taking him out. But what he doesn't know is that suddenly... Banelings. Gas his mind out. Gas his mind out. What will happen? What's gonna happen? I don't know. Mutalisks continue to try to go up. Killing off any Zergling they can. Oh my god. It's a doom drop. I don't care if that's not what that is. This is what it feels like. The APM, no doubt, soaring. Oh my god, JP, where did the Mutalisks go? Where did they go? He's going to try to take out the hive, so that way he won't be able to produce Zerglings from here, or the one that was one down there. Pyro's surrounding everything. Pyro. Oh, the Mutalisks is like they decide they're going to go for the jugular. It's 9 Mutas against 3 Spores. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Ermagerd. Ermagerd Mutalisks. Oh. Quick draw on the Spore Crawl. Seemed to be enough, and JP. Oh my god. Oh my god, JP. JP, minutes ago was saying, well, as in, didn't I win this game? Oh no. Oh no. Mutalisks. Kill them all off. Protect our ability to upgrade. Oh, Broodling, save us. And JP is now nude. He is completely splayed out for all to see on the minimap right now. In the unit station, we see 2 larvae, and that's it. 2 larvae, and that's it. So let's go ahead and get unrevealed. And this is fine because this has 2 active geysers, and God knows we still don't need the minerals. So now the Mutalisks continue to advance forthward. Going back to finish what they started. See you later, spawning pool number 2. I didn't like your twin anyways. Drones getting taken down. The hive under heavy pressure. This drone doesn't quite know what to do with himself. He's just going down, okay? JP's moving southward. He's now killed off a lot of buildings up here, in particular the hive. He's found some Zerglings. His mortal enemy. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. JP just wants free reign over his Mutalisks and does the only thing that makes sense. I think he's going to take this bottom expansion. Pyro continues to send stream after stream of lings. With this hatch finished, the first thing he does is make Mutalisks, but then he loses the Spire. But that's okay because JP's killing off bases one at a time. He's now rebuilt himself another hatch. His central hatch is going to fall. Will it fall, though? JP has those Mutas there. All the Mutas are returning back home. Leaving those 3 back home seemed like a great idea for defense, but one of them can definitely do those other 2's job. Pyro, where do you go? Well, he has another spawning pool, so he's going to be okay. Takes out a queen, JP. It's getting close. Game's about halfway done. And the 1 Mutalisk. Oh, it wasn't enough. I'm severely understaffed. Oh, I'm sorry, Mutalisk. Budget cuts, etc. Fortunately, we have another hatch. Now, what I understand is that hatches in the late game can't do anything, but they primarily serve to help keep you in the game, as Blizzard has their silly old win condition in there. Occasionally, you can use drones to mine. The luckiest Zergling in the world. Wow. Where could he be? An extractor goes down. JP knows how elimination races go. Or he's just using this to get more gas, because God knows he needs the minerals. Alright, scouting around. Gotcha! Found him! Target fires the eggs first, so that way no new drones can hatch. No new Zerglings that pop out will stay alive very long. In the meantime, Pyro, somewhat broke, but still tenaciously building Zerglings. Down in the bottom right side, you see the income is fairly negligible for JP. 1 expansion down. Can JP do it? Zerglings in Pyro continue to sweep across the entire map. A pool. What? Looks like it's a spawning pool. He could do things with that. He could go places. JP doing a little bit of cleanup. His hidden base has not yet been discovered. Even the burrowed lane can't see the extractor. The mutalisks are up here. Mutalisk moving in the middle of the map. The luckiest Zergling in the whole wide world remains lucky, and oh my god, he sees it. Oh my god, he sees it. Oh, JP. Oh no, Jimmy. Jimmy. Burrow, Pyro, quickly, Burrow. Burrow, Pyro. Burrow, get under the ground. Get under the ground, hide there. Hide under the ground. Hide under the ground, kill it, run! Run, Burrow, Burrow to the ground! One of them burrowed. One Zergling burrowed. This one Zergling is still alive. Here's 3 larvae with a Zergling next to it. Here's 1 larva with a Zergling next to it. JP's being revealed. Pyro still has this bottom left base. He has a hive. He still hasn't been able to research Adrenal Gland. Maybe he'll start now. Does he? I don't actually remember. Oh god, I want him to start it so bad. Hatch gets target fired a little bit, but also gets taken down again. 3 larvae still hanging out here. Come on, are you rooting for Pyro or are you rooting for JP, guys? For whom do you root? Pyro starting to build the Corruptors, getting the Greater Spire up, so that way he can turn these Corruptors into Broodlords, which are a lot like slow Zerglings. He's continuing to move along the map. Where could he be? Where on earth could he be? What could this mean? Where could he be? Corruptors. The Corruptor count's getting high. 19 versus 6. Does he have any more in production? Is he seriously going to make Broodlords? That would be hilarious if he made Broodlords. Is he seriously thinking of making Broodlords? He's been spotted. It's time for Pyro to turn around and protect his last remaining base. He needs to keep that base alive. Mutalisk down here for some reason. I have absolutely no idea why. Pyro needs to return back home. No, he's all in. He is seriously all frickin' in, man. His main base being ravaged, being absolutely destroyed. Spine crawlers going down until reason kicks in. Pyro needs to do something. Oh, okay, he's gonna attack it. He's gonna attack it. The only remaining buildings are... Oh, JP has some stuff up here. Starting to kill himself off a base. Are there any more buildings anywhere for our Zerg player Pyro? Where are the Corruptors? They're right here. Can he kill off these buildings in time? A hatch goes down from JP. His APM, reflective of his heart rate. 216! The spikes. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Did JP just won? Did JP just won? Did JP just won? JP, Seals from Pokemon, clap for you. Seal. That was awesome. Now, oftentimes people play StarCraft for a rank. They play it because they want to have a good replay to show. Well, JP today played for a story. Dude. I played in this crazy Zerg vs. Zerg. I was doing Day 9's Fun Day Monday. I expanded 4 times. He was attacking me, he was killing off my stuff, and then I got Mutalisks. And I started to kill him. He had no anti-air, but he had a ton of Zerglings, and it turned into a 1-hour-long base race where I stayed alive with just a half-building hatchery, a spawning pool, and an extractor. And 19 Mutalisks. His friends are like, no way. He's like, Yeah, have the game if you want to see it. JP McDaniel, who played for the story. Not JP McDaniel, that's my other friend. JP, the person in this game, who played for the story, who landed it. I deliver this story unto all of you. Enjoy this Fun Day Monday, and for next week, I want you to do the following. Please be so kind as to send me a replay where every attack that you perform is with drops. You may not attack by land, you may only attack by dropping. Or by air. If you have like Mutilus harassing, that's fine. But you may only attack with drops from the skies. I want to see Baneling drops and crazy 3-pronged drops, and I want to see like 2 roaches landing boop, 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 and all that good stuff. That's it. Take care. Thank you all for watching. Bye!
billeder fra Japan. Landet, hvor de siger hej og bukker hele tiden. Og ja, de er alle sammen taget med det Sony HX20V, som jeg anmeldte i program 1. Og der kommer mere ding i Japan i næste uge. Men nu er det program 3.
Hej og velkommen til.
Hej. I dag anmelder jeg Nexus 7, en tablet, der er mindre, lettere og billigere end gammelfar iPad.
Jeg tager et kig på en dansk, helt gratis filmstreamingtjeneste, som faktisk har eksisteret siden 2009. Men du kan ikke bruge den på Ærø.
I Under der Sonne handler det blandt andet om HTML5 og Facebook, Microsofts helt egen tablet og verdens mest populære filmstreamingtjeneste Netflix, der er på vej til Dannevar.
Og jeg vil lynpræsentere dig for manden, der får den knastørre statistik til at spille som popmusik.
Det skal handle om tablets eller iPads, eller ikke om iPad som sådan, men uanset hvordan man vender og drejer det, så er det altså iPad, der totalt dominerer. 91% af al tablet-internettrafik går til iPad. Og ærligt talt er jeg ikke specielt forundret. Vi har været der et par gange med deciderede anmeldelser af de her Android-pads. Og alle dem, jeg har prøvet, og det er efterhånden nogle stykker, de har skuffet fælt. De ugennemarbejdede, klodsede menusystemer. Men det, der virkelig skuffer mest, det er, at de prøver at lade som om, de er iPad, og slet ikke er det. Dette er ikke en iPad. Det her, det er en Android-tablet, der ikke forsøger at slå gammelfar på hjemmebane. Google Nexus 7 er lettere, mindre og ikke mindst billigere end iPad. Således ser den ud. Den er firkantet, så er den sort, mindre sort og mindre sort her på kanten. Skærmen 7 tommer. Der er et enkelt indbygget kamera til videosniksnak, det sidder deroppe. Og så kan man selvfølgelig også bruge det til at tage billeder af sig selv og se sig selv i framingen. Hernede sidder der sådan en lille dock connector stik, så sidder der et opladestik, hovedtelefonstik, en tænd-sluk-knap, skru op og ned for lyden. Bagsiden her, den er sådan lidt gummiagtig i overfladen, og den er meget god at have fat i. Kvalitetsfornemmelsen, den er nogenlunde, men ikke mere end nogenlunde. Men det vender vi tilbage til senere. En passende kraftig højttaler og her på toppen mikrofon. Det er ligesom det. Nexus 7 er på overfladen en ret skrabet tablet, men det er jo også de indre værdier, der tæller. Og her, der leverer Nexus 7 altså langt hen ad vejen Android-varen. Hvis vi starter med at kigge på skærmen, så er opløsningen 1280 x 800. Og det er ikke voldsomt, det er ikke sådan en retina-display, jeg skal give dig, men det er sådan set meget passende. Og det, der imponerer ved den her skærm, det er kvaliteten. Den er vildt meget bedre end langt de fleste skærme, jeg har set på tablets, uanset prisen. Og siden det ligesom er skærmen, man bruger primært, når man bruger sådan en tablet, ja, så er det ret vigtigt, at den er god. En god skærm er ligesom en forudsætning for, at det bliver sådan ordentligt at sidde og kigge og YouTube og surfe og maile og ting og sager. Selve styresystemet er blevet pudset og poleret, og Android 4.1 fremstår langt mere færdigt end sine forgængere, både 4 og 3 og tidligere. Der er ikke så mange kringlede arbejdsgange, og de fleste ting sådan rundt i menuen, de giver faktisk næsten sig selv. Hjemmeskærmen, den ser sådan her ud. Der er ikke nogen overraskelser. Ikoner side om side. Og hvis man gerne vil sådan omrokere på sine ting, så vil jeg lige prøve at se herovre. Så med et langt tryk, så holder man ligesom ikoner ned, og så kan man flytte dem rundt. Nogle mennesker, de er nogle rodehoveder, og andre er ordensmennesker. Og er man til det, så er det nemt at organisere sine ting i mapper. Pinterest sammen med TweetDeck. Nip. Så kan man tage Twitter. Nip. Flytte ned i den samme mappe. Og så kan man give mappe navn. Social. Boing. Nippet. Skype skal der også derinde. Den er også lidt social. Det eneste ikon, man ikke kan fjerne, det er den her fyr her i midten. Den vil ikke gå væk. Den giver adgang til oversigten over alle ens programmer her. Og hvis man fortsætter med at bladre, så kommer man om til de her widgets. Og det er sådan en slags interaktive ikoner, der kan vise information om dette og hint. Og så kan jeg så trække min Gmail widget. Herover, der var plads. Nip. Og slippe den der. Vælge en etiket. Og så har jeg simpelthen en widget her på min hovedskærm, der altid viser mine seneste Google Mails. Og som ny og funky feature, så kan mange af de her nye widgets også ændre størrelse, så man sådan kan ændre dem og tilpasse dem, som man godt kan lide det. Voilà. Deciderede smutter i brugerfladen, dem skal man lede efter. Men de er der. Den her knap her, den viser oversigten over de seneste programmer, sådan at jeg kan skifte mellem de programmer, jeg har brugt. Det er super smart. Hvis jeg gerne vil have noget fjernet fra oversigten, ja, så kan jeg gøre sådan zip, zip, ud til siden. Men hvis nu et program er gået i baglås og selvsving og skal tvangslukkes, og det hænder altså en gang imellem, så er det ikke ved at ligesom bare sådan swipe det ud til siden. Nej, det man så skal gøre, det er, at man skal sådan holde inde. Så kan vi se, så kommer der sådan en ekstra menu frem, hvor der står oplysninger om appen. Boop. Og så er der den knap, der hedder tving til at standse. Lybbit. Tving til at standse. Hvis du tvinger en app til at standse, eksploderer din tablet. Ja, det er fint. Sådan der. Nu er den her app altså godt og grundigt tvangslukket efter alle kunstens regler. Men alligevel, tada, så optræder den stadig på den her oversigt. Dertil så kan det mange steder godt være en lille bitte smule svært at se, hvad der er knapper, som man kan trykke på, og hvad der egentlig bare sådan er indikation. Og et eksempel af det, det er hernede. Status, løb, det er en knap, der giver mig en menu med noget mere information, mens det her, det ikke er knapper. Det er jo ikke sådan specielt tydeligt. Og et andet sted her, hvis jeg går ind i oversigten, den der lille fyr deroppe, det er ikke specielt tydeligt, at det er en knap. Men det er det faktisk. Det er en knap, der går ind i playbutikken. En ting, der er med de her menuknapper nede i bunden, det er, at de optager en masse plads på skærmen. Her er det ikke noget problem, hvis man eksempel man kører sin browser. I landscape mode, jamen så her i Chrome-browseren, så er der så en linje med sådan information, alt muligt sådan styresystemrelateret information. Så er der en linje med faneblade, en adresselinje, hernede ligger lige en reklame, og så hele den her linje her, som bliver brugt på de her menuknapper. Og så er der jo reelt ikke sådan specielt meget plads tilbage at surfe på. Men ellers så er den ikke helt i skoven, den her Chrome-browser. Den er faktisk rigtig fin. Hvis vi lige prøver at klikke ind her på EB's hjemmeside. Boop. Godt. Så tager vi Dings hjemmeside. Se, så får vi sådan en kedelig mobiltelefon-tilpasset version. Og tidligere på Android-tablets, hvis man gerne ville se fulde hjemmesider, så skulle man bare lige i adressefeltet skrive about, debug, så skulle man vælge indstillinger, vælge avanceret, vælge UA-string, og så kunne man komme ind på rigtige hjemmesider. Det var meget besværligt. Nu er det fikset, sådan at der er kommet her anmod om desktop-version. Og tada! Så kommer den fulde hjemmeside frem. Et bud på en løsning af det her sådan spildpladsproblem, som jeg havde over i Chrome-browseren. Ja, det kunne for eksempel være bare den her. Jeg har hentet Dolphin-browseren, og den har et fullscreen mode. Så kan vi se, det er ikke en 100% løsning. Jeg har stadig de her nede i bunden. Men til gengæld så slipper jeg op for alt det der skram i toppen. Jeg har mere plads at browse på med Dolphin, end jeg havde her. Og det her, det er i virkeligheden meget kendetegnende ved Android-brugen. Man skal være indstillet på ligesom selv at tweake og tilpasse. Dels for at lette hverdagsbrugen, dels for at slippe udenom ting, der burde have været designet bedre, og af og til også i det hele taget for at få noget til at virke. Tilbageknappen, den her lille fyr hernede i bunden, der altså er en del af dem her, der ligger og fylder, den er oftest faktisk slet ikke nødvendig. Rigtig tit så er der også en tilbageknap heroppe. Så man siger, 2 tilbageknapper er selvfølgelig dobbelt så godt som 1 tilbageknap, men det fylder jo ligesom alt sammen. Prøv at se, så er der sådan en levende tapet. Det er sgu da meget smart.
Meget lækkert, faktisk.
Ja. Og ja, der kommer mere anmeldelse senere. Men de her bobler, du har jo en decideret bobbelmester-video med.
Det er faktisk rigtigt. I sidste uge der fortalte jeg om det smukke ved visualisering af sådan nogle tørre data, da jeg viste noget om baseball. Og en anden superhelt inden for at mestre statistik, han hedder Hans Rosling. Og han forsker i global sundhed og lader sig begejstre sådan helt utrolig meget af de her animerede flyvende cirkler. Når han i den her lille film fortæller 200 landes sundhedshistorie over 200 år på 4 minutter.
Eventually, the Western countries get healthier and healthier. And now we slow down to show the impact of the First World War and the Spanish flu epidemic. What a catastrophe! And now I speed up through the 1920s and the 1930s.
Næste uge er der mere Hans Rosling, for der kigger jeg nærmere på TED Talks.
Men indtil da, så linker vi til Roslings cirkelcirkus inden for vores hjemmeside. Verden står jo ikke stille, bare fordi vi gør det. Der sker hele tiden en masse derude, og således er det igen blevet tid til perspektivfordøjede tech-nyheder uden slips. I serien af gammelt nyt, som vi ikke bragte, da det var nyt, fordi vi ikke sendte, fortæller jeg i dag om Microsofts eget bud på en tablet. Surface hedder den. Og se film til designertjenesten Netflix. Som jeg fortalte i sidste uges Under the Sun, er der horder af Windows 8, tablet, notebook, computer lige på trapperne. Men, helt tilbage i juni, før alt den der IFA-ståhej tog fart, der fremviste Microsoft faktisk deres helt egen tablet, kaldet Surface. Microsoft Surface kommer i 2 versioner, en Surface og en Surface Pro. Førstnævnte, den kører Windows 8 RT, der er designet til mobilprocessorer, mens Pro-udgaven er udstyret med Intel i5-processor og kører Windows 8 Pro. Ligesom iPad er Microsoft Surface forberedt for magnetisk cover, men udover bare at beskytte skærmen, kan Surface-coveret også bruges som tastatur. Surface RT, altså light-versionen, når man vil, den kommer på markedet i slutningen af oktober, og Surface Pro, der jo i praksis er en bærbar, der ligesom er væltet, den kommer en gang i det nye år. Netflix er, helt uden sammenligning, nettets mest populære filmstreaming-tjeneste. Og i USA, der tegnede Netflix altså allerede sidste år for 1/3 af al myldretidstrafikken på nettet. Lad den lige stå et øjeblik. 1/3 af al trafikken. Nu kommer Netflix til Danmark. Det er ganske vist. Det geniale ved Netflix er, udvalget det er kæmpestort, og prisen den er til at forstå. $8, uanset om du så ser film 24 timer i døgnet rundt. I USA altså. Herhjemme var flimmer-gigantleverandøren UC ikke sent til at annoncere sit modtræk til Netflix, Ubio. Pris i Danmark og ikke mindst udvalget af titler er endnu uvist, både når det gælder Ubio og Netflix. Men skulle det ikke være tilfredsstillende, så kan man jo bare gøre, som mange allerede gør. Det er næsten en jaser til en amerikansk konto. HTML5 er rendt ind i en ridse ved navn Zuckerberg. Ja, ham fra Facebook. Kort, som i rigtig kort fortalt, er HTML5 et programmeringssprog, der gør det muligt at lave avanceret funktionalitet i browserbaseret netindhold. HTML5 er med andre ord den byggesten, som mange på sigt håber bliver redningen for mobile apps. For med HTML5 kan udviklere lave webapps, der fungerer på alle platforme og ikke er afhængige af topstyrede app stores og særinteresser. Men. HTML5 har altså fået lidt af et skud for boven, efter Zuckerberg har sagt, at det var en fejl at satse på HTML5. Baggrunden er, at Facebook de byggede HTML5 ind i deres mobile apps. Og de mobile apps de har længe været hadet med rette, fordi de er så sindssygt langsomme. Nu har Facebook så lavet en langt hurtigere mobilapp til Apple-brugere. Og det er fordi, at Facebooks mobilapp er gået væk fra HTML5. Af for den, så meget for den store, våde mobilapp-udviklerdrøm. Retfærdigvis så skal tilføjes, at Zuckerberg siger, at HTML5 er ikke dårligt. Det er bare endnu ikke helt klar, underforstået på mobilenheder. Og til sidst en lille, ubetinget, glædelig nyhed. Endelig kom den. Google har for nylig opdateret sin Google Drive-app til iPhone og iPad. Og det betyder, at det nu er nemt at se og redigere i de dokumenter, man har i Google Docs, eller deler med nogle andre i Google Docs. En funktion, der tidligere var forbeholdt brugere af Android. Og var det skønt for os brugere, når de store tech-giganter sådan gør hinandens dimser endnu bedre. Tak Google.
I sidste uge der startede vi en konkurrence om, hvem der kunne få højst cloud score. Det er den her karakter på, hvor indflydelsesrig du er på nettet. Og jeg vil meget gerne vise dig det her lille screen dump, som jeg tog. Jeg kan lægge mærke til, at vi står lige. Jeg har 54. Du er lidt længere nede. Du 54, har også 54. Så er der et... Ja, det synes jeg nemlig også. Fordi så kommer der lige det her. Læg lige mærke til, hvad der sker her. 56 har jeg, 55 har du.
Det er meget godt indhentet. Nu ved jeg jo, at du har brugt stort set al din arbejdstid
overhovedet
på at sige cloud. Vi kan lige se, hvordan det står til nu på cloud. Hosa! 60.
Prøv her, det der er vigtigt at sige, det er, at i dag, hvor vi optager det her program, der er der kun gået en dag, siden det forrige program blev sendt. Og efter programmet blev sendt, der fik jeg 500 nye følgere på Twitter.
Refresh. Tweet.
Den store, onde finanskrise får skylden for, at mange velfærdsydelser bliver beskåret. Derfor er det ekstra vigtigt at skynde sig at nyde, at bibliotekerne stadig findes. Også online. For her tilbyder de en ret fin tjeneste, hvor du gratis kan se 1431 spillefilm, dokumentarfilm og kortfilm. Det er ikke kvantitet, men derimod kvalitet, Filmstriben går efter, siger de. Og hvad kvalitet betyder for dem, det vender jeg tilbage til lige om lidt. For at kunne bruge Filmstriben skal du have installeret pluginet Silverlight på din computer. Du skal naturligvis have en internetforbindelse. For at se filmene fra eget hjem skal du klikke på i lænestolen, og så i øvrigt være oprettet som låner på biblioteket og have en PIN-kode. Undtagen, hvis du er så uheldig at bo på Ærø eller i Rebild, som er de sidste kommuner, som ikke har et samarbejde med Filmstriben. Sørme ærgerligt. Men nu bliver det kommunalt, og alle med blåt bånd skal op af svømmebassinet-agtigt. For afhængig af, hvor man bor, kan man nemlig kun se 4-6 film om måneden. Bonusoplysning, det vil betyde, at det minimum kommer til at tage dig 358 måneder eller 30 år at se dem alle sammen. Jeg følte mig decideret snydt, da jeg så 5-minutters filmen Pipungerne 4, Mus på stribe, sammen med min søn, og blev takseret et helt klip ud af min månedlige ration. Pipungerne og Tree of Life på 2,5 time er altså samme surdej for Filmstriben.
1, 2, 3.
I København må man se 6 film om måneden. Og det betyder altså, at man skal vælge med omhu. Det er en ret ny fornemmelse i forhold til mine medievaner, hvor jeg plejer at drysse lidt rundt på forskellige sites og afprøve en 7-8 muligheder, inden jeg vælger. På Filmstriben har man dog mulighed for at se en lille smagsprøve, men den er ikke altid særlig informativ. Det er ofte bare det første 1,5 minut af filmen. Den handler om vand. Ikke helt en klassisk trailer-sælgert. Men tilbage til det med kvaliteten. Filmstriben siger selv, at de prioriterer film, som er svære at finde på det kommercielle marked. De ser sig selv som et supplement til de store filmtjenester, og ikke som en konkurrent. Så lige for at opsummere. Filmstribens film er ikke nye og ikke populære. Jeg vil dog alligevel sige, at der er en del store film på Filmstriben. Du kan for eksempel se Drive, Midnight in Paris og Hysteria, som efter min mening er ret brede film. Det kan ikke overraske, at action-kategorien er en kende underrepræsenteret. Den byder på 19 film. Hopper man til gengæld videre til drama, er man oppe på et udvalg på 312 film. Og sjovt nok er Drive at finde i det her gode selskab, og ikke derude i kulden sammen med actionfilmene. Der, hvor Filmstriben har format, er i dokumentargenren. For eksempel Det gode liv, som handler om 2 danske tidligere overklassekvinder i Portugal. De er mor og datter og har hele livet været helt vildt velhavende, men har nu mistet alt og lever i en lille bitte lejlighed for en lille bitte enkepension.
Jeg har 18 noget på kontoen, og så har vi hver en noget i pungen, ikke? Og vi skylder allerede væk hos grønthandlerne.
De smalle film er i overtal. Det skal de sgu alligevel have på filmstriben. Og en af de smalle dokumentarer, som jeg ikke kendte, men blev ret grebet af, det er Turen går til Mars, som foregår under rumkapløbet i 60'erne, hvor Rusland gennemførte sådan nogle tophemmelige forsøg, hvor de simpelthen lukkede nogle testpersoner inde i meget små containere i op til et år, for at forberede mennesket på rejsen til Mars. Der er sgu basis for en ordentlig vinterdepression inde i sådan en kasse.
They're going to explore the dream of surviving a voyage to Mars, completely cut off from normal life.
Bibliotekerne er faktisk et rent slaraffenland af gratis elektroniske tjenester. Jeg er også ret begejstret for netlydbog og e-reolen, men jeg må sige, at deres streamelåne musiktjeneste, BipZoom, alene navnet, er temmelig uraffineret. Men tilbage til filmstrømmen. Ret sjovt, at bibliotekerne med verdens mest støvede ry har været hurtigere til at tilbyde film over nettet end den danske filmbranche. Respekt for den overhaling.
Jeg har faktisk også kigget på filmstriben, og når vi er færdige her, så skal jeg se over det frøsnapper.
Men udover de der børnefilm, som du gerne vil se, så findes der film på filmstriben, som du helt sikkert ikke kan finde på de mere kommercielle tjenester.
Så har jeg faktisk fundet en kat i en ventilator. Og nu tilbage til anmeldelsen af Nexus 7. Den her tablet, der ikke er en iPad. Alle kan i princippet lave Android-produkter, og det er der rigtig mange, der gør. Men Nexus, det er ligesom Googles eget brand af flagskibs first mover referenceprodukter, der skal vise vejen frem for Android. Således har vi haft Nexus One, Galaxy Nexus, Nexus S og Nexus Q. Det, der kendetegner den her Nexus-serie, det er, at de typisk er de første på markedet, der har en ny version af Androids. Og således også her. Det er naturligvis Androids, og i versionsrækken er vi nået til 4,1 Jelly Bean. Real time. Når der nu med Nexus 7 er tale om et Android-flagskib, så kan det ikke undre, at integrationen med de her mange forskellige Google-tjenester fungerer rigtig, rigtig fint. Når det kommer til smartphones, computer og små, flade touch-computere som den her, ja, så er de jo ligesom ikke bedre end den software, der kører på dem. Og mens at selve Android-styresystemet nu endelig er kommet op på et ret fornuftigt niveau, så er der altså helt overordnet set et stykke vej for mange af de apps, man kan hente til den. Udvalget, det er vokset helt enormt, men mange af dem er stadig lidt slatne i forhold til deres iPad-kolleger. Problemet skyldes delvis det, der på teknisk hedder fragmentering. På iPad, der er en slags hardware og kun en skærmopløsning, som de, der laver programmerne, ligesom skal lave deres program til. Opløsningen på den nye og den gamle iPad er præcis faktor 2, så alting skaleres uden problemer. På Android, der er der mange forskellige skærmopløsninger, og bogstaveligt talt hundredvis af forskellige slags hardware og varianter. Og det betyder, at programmer ikke bare visuelt, men også brugsmæssigt ikke altid fungerer på samme niveau, som de gør på iPad. Og jeg trykker simpelthen her på play. Nu er jeg inde i app-supermarkedet. Det var det, der tidligere hed Android Market, men hele tidens ånd har det skiftet navn til Play. Google Play. Udvalget af kvalitetsprogrammer og tablet-specifikke programmer er steget gevaldigt siden sidst jeg kiggede på Android-tablets. Der er der masser af tablet-apps inde i Android Market, men kvaliteten af dem er ikke imponerende. Japanske piger 09 gratis. Tillader mig lige at læse lidt om af det, der beskriver den her applikation. Det er en cracking jiu-jitsu, der kan betyde et klaver og en efterfølgende navnet på et land i Kina, som får frø af rengøring og tegneserie. Læse hurtigt og syltede blommer. Det står der! Især mange spil er ret smølfebær-agtige. I den forstand, at de konstant forsøger at lokke en til at købe upgrades og coins og points og hvad har vi, for man ligesom kan komme videre i spillet. Ja. Brugsoplevelsen, sådan shoppe-fornemmelsen inde i det her, den fungerer perfekt. Og faktisk så er misundelse det eneste problem med det her Google Play. Jeg har nemlig set, hvordan en amerikansk Google Play-butik den ser ud. Den booner af musik og film og bøger og sager. Og det er det sædvanlige. Nettjenester, de er bare bedre i USA.
Navigate to Legoland.
At Google i den grad har fat i en meget lang ende, når det kommer til Android, det er der ikke nogen tvivl om. Hver dag bliver der aktiveret 70.000 nye Android-tablets, og så lige 1,5 million nye Android-telefoner. Og i det lys er det jo en fornøjelse at se, hvordan det hele tiden bare bliver bedre og bedre, og mere integreret med Googles geniale nettjenester. Google Docs, gratis Office-pakke. Den slags ting er der rigtig mange af med Android. Men Nexus 7 er ikke en Google iPad. Med hensyn til hardwaren, så hvis vi lige sådan nærkigger heroppe, så er den altså allerede begyndt at få sådan lidt skrammer og sådan noget efter et par ugers brug. Og samlekvaliteten, når man trykker her, man kan også høre det, så skærmen er sådan gået lidt fra. Softwaren, den er altså heller ikke på iPad-niveau. Der er ingen vej uden om iPad. Manden med de runde briller og skildpaddehals definerede tablet-kategorien og satte barren højt. Vi har været der tidligere. 2 gange faktisk med anmeldelser af iPad Killer Tablets. I direkte sammenligning med Apples iOS og den tablet-markeds definerende og især klasseførende iPads, får du en vis fleksibilitet med Android, men der er altså stadig et par hjørner, som skal files af og tilrettes. Men det ændrer ikke på, at Nexus 7 samlet set virker langt mere helstøbt, brugervenlig og ikke mindst reelt tabletbrugbar end nogen som helst anden Android-tablet, jeg har prøvet. Og til prisen, så er de her upolerede kanter altså noget, jeg fint kan leve med. Nexus 7, vi lander på en 5'er. Det var stort set, hvad vi havde tid til.
Hvis du har forslag til, hvad jeg skal kigge på, så send mig gerne en mail på dinksnabelag.dr.dk. Eller du kan skrive til mig på Twitter. Jeg hedder Marie Hoest på OEST.
Host. Jeg hedder bare Nikolaj Sonne. Vi ses i næste uge.
interesting.